Everybody, it's Robert from Old Style Classics Baseball Cards, and it's 1:10 in the morning on October 14th, 2023, so it's kind of still Friday night in my mind, but nevertheless, it's technically Saturday morning, and just figured I'd do a video, and figured I'd throw that up there for right now. Just a little throwback. Alright, and once again, I found this again. It was in my pile of stuff, so let's bring this one back out to thank you all for watching. Thank you for watching my channel, if you do. You're probably not watching it live right now because I'm probably the only one ever watching them, but if you do start watching my videos, thank you. And quick rundown, I'm a Allen Ginter collector. Andre Dawson's my personal collection guy. And I like oddball stuff. And yeah, anyways, it was a pretty long week. Started working overtime this week, and then me and my wife had to do a bunch of paperwork. So having to get all that stuff together. Let's see here. Where do I want to start? Okay, so today at work, when we went out, and after we finished, I was like, hey, I'm going to stop at Target. So I stopped at the Target in Palo Alto, California. It's right over by the IKEA, just off of University. And I just like to go to the Target, see what kind of different stuff they have. Still kind of looking to see if there's any fat packs or value packs of Allen Ginter for 2023, which came out 2 weeks ago today. Yeah, it's a beautiful set. I've gone through, I think, 4 hobby boxes, and like probably, I think, about 12 blasters so far. But I stopped at that other Target, which is a really weird Target. You know, like, say Target's the size of this normally. This Target, it looks like that from the outside, but when you go in, it's only like this big. So it's really strange. And then all the way in the back by the toys, I asked a guy, I was like, hey, do you guys have any sports cards? And he's like, oh, right around here at the end cap. They had some Pokemon stuff and all that, and he's like, oh, what are you looking for? And I was like, oh, baseball cards. Oh yeah, I don't see any. And well, what kind are you looking for? And I was like, well, Allen Ginter just came out a couple weeks ago, so I was thinking you guys might have some. Oh, let me see it in the back. And I was like, oh, don't vendors bring these? He goes, yeah, but when we don't have space, we backstock them. I was like, okay. So he came out, and he's like, is this what you're looking for? And I was like, yep. And he goes, oh, I got 3. And I was like, I'll take them. So, you know, I said I was going to go to Mojo today. These are on sale at Mojo, but I figured I'd pick these up at Target anyway, so it's not a big deal. It's just a couple bucks. And then I was probably going to get another hobby box at Mojo, but still kind of thinking about that, mostly because I bought 3 from them on the day it came out, but all of them had some centering issues and collation, just a lot of repeats over and over in 3 different boxes. But we did get an autograph out of each of those, and I'll probably show you guys some autograph stuff here in a little bit. And depending what kind of time we're at, I was watching some of my videos while I was doing some other things, and I noticed the one time I did show my new binder for my non-Allen Ginter Andre Dawson stuff. I hadn't gone through the whole thing yet, or hadn't put the cards in there, all of them, and so I've done that since then, and so maybe I'll do an update on that. But yeah, I'll show you some other stuff. Oh, so anyways, let's go ahead and turn this way to get another view. or you guys can see what kind of things you can pull out of one of these. Me and my wife the last few days have been doing pack wars on these, so I'll probably do at least one here. She went to bed, so it's just going to be me opening some of these. But as far as if you don't know what I'm trying to do with any Allen Ginter from 2006 to now, tops, of course I always try to get any old Allen Ginters, like tobacco, cigarette ones. But trying to get like a different card from each one. So I watched that video of the other guy who likes Allen Ginters a lot, and he had got a giant fat pack in his hobby box and was all excited that it might be a book card or something like that, but it turned out to be one of those music to your ear inserts relics that was part of those sticks that you collect together, and he was all like, oh man. He thought that was too weird, which this is kind of stuff that I'm trying to collect from Allen Ginter because I like the oddballness of it, and yet you still get pretty decent amount of baseball players and stuff, unlike Goodwin where it was mostly one really weird relic or something like that, and then some really crappy other hits. So on Allen Ginter you're still going to get a couple baseball players and then maybe something weird. So that's the difference in the quality, obviously. So, like I've said, I'm trying to collect all these kind of different weird stuff like that from Allen Ginter, at least like one of each. Let's say like a presidential pin card or an employee autograph or a cut signature, or just one of each kind of different things. I'm trying to run as many Andre Dawsons as I can, and so let's talk about eBay. So I have no eBay openings today. I should have some stuff either coming tomorrow or the beginning of the week. So I was telling you about my Danica Patrick. Is like the card I fell in love with immediately when Allen Ginter came out. And so I just picked up my white whale, which was the mini framed autograph, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit. It's the card I've been chasing for almost 20 years. And like I've said before, that's kind of my I got 52 mantle, or like the Michael Jordan rookie card for some people, stuff like that. So that's the card I've been wanting for a long time, and I finally got it. I already had her base and her mini, and now I got the mini framed autograph from 2006. So of course I still need to pick up like a black border, an A&G, any of the other ones that they might have that's available. Haven't seen an A&G back all but once in a long time, and I talked about how I was looking for a black border too, and I saw one that was kind of, I don't know, might have had a little chipping or something, so I kind of passed on that. And then finally one came up on eBay, and the guy was having was auctioning it, and it said auction, and it had a starting price or make an offer. So I made an offer, and the guy declined me right away because I was lower than what his starting point was. So then I was like, I don't want to mess with this. I'll just get it going. Let's get it in the mail. And so I offered him what he was asking for a starting bid, which was already high for that card. Even as nice shape it might be in. That's like top end probably without being graded. And he declined me again. Waited a couple days. I think it was like 5-day auction or something. So waited like 3 days. He had 0 bids. So I sent him another offer. I was like, look, dude, you've got no bids. I'm offering you the money, pretty much what you're asking for. And sure enough, like an hour later, got declined. Like, all right, well, I'm gonna stop offering this guy, and I'm just gonna sit on this auction and wait. So I even set an alarm today. He had it set to end at 4:39 p.m. while I was at work, because we're working overtime right now, because we've got to close up shop around 5, so we're usually there till about 10 or 15 after 5. But I didn't really have anything much to do in the afternoon, so I managed to get to my desk, get on eBay. I did some shopping on eBay. Then with that auction coming to an end, there were still no bids. I put in my bid, and just to make sure, well, that if somebody was like, making an offer, let's say $1 or so above that at the last second, I was like, okay, well, what am I going to offer this guy? And I said to myself, you know what? It was a 2006 set, so I'd offered an extra $2.06. And just because it was like, I know it's not 2006, but I offered $2.06, kind of in the honor of 2006 and maybe T206. But with like 15 seconds left, boom, nobody else outbid me, nobody else made a bid. Refresh the computer. Congratulations, you've won this card. Would you like to pay? Yep. So I did that, and I won the card for exactly what the guy was asking for, exactly what I offered him. And the only thing that ends up happening is I have to wait longer to get the card. He had to wait longer to get his money. He took his shot, didn't work out for him, worked out for me. So now I have another Danica Patrick to add to my little harem of Danicas. So now I'll have the full size, the mini, the black border mini, the mini framed autograph, and then the 10th anniversary 2013 style 6 of 10 Danica Patrick autograph out of the 100 she did for 2015 Allen Ginters. So anyways, there's that. I showed you guys those red border cards, like the one like Queen Victoria. Those are numbered to 33. That came out of complete sets that Allen Ginter Topps did back for a few years. And then inside those complete sets, you would get some exclusive minis, like let's say 10 with each complete set. And they were all numbered to 33. So when I found out about those, and I wanted to add that to one of the different things that Allen Ginter has done into my checklist, I got the Queen Victoria because that was pretty inexpensive. And then today, lo and behold, I found out Andre Dawson was in that set, and had a red border, like the gold border or black borders in the base sets. But so I purchased that. And then I saw some other oddball cards that I didn't know about. Like I said before, some of these convention cards, like the die cut, I didn't know about that, so I ordered a die cut. I didn't know that they had autograph versions of those die cuts that were actually a sticker autograph, which is rare for Allen Ginter unless you get a book card. So I got one of those convention die cut autograph cards, and which maybe I'll show. I think it's right here too. So that was another different kind of Allen Ginter thing that I did. And I've gotten 2 of their archive signature series. Allen, buybacks. So they bought back different Allen Ginters, had the guy sign it, and put it in the archives. So I'd picked up 2 of those, and then I ended up getting an Andre Dawson one as well. So I got 3 actually. Because if I can get one of these different kind of cards that Allen Ginter does, and it's Andre Dawson, it's like 2 birds with 1 stone. It gets in my PC collection, and it gets me that odd or different card that Allen Ginter does. So for example, like this year, one of the odds would be like, let's say 10 years from now, and you're looking back at this set, you're like, okay, well, what's one of these weird or different cards that you might get? You know, it might be one of those make room for desserts, because those are a little rarer, or by any other name, the Allen cards, or you know, the like the number countdown, where it's like the jersey number of like 9 players, you know, by position and number or something like that. And or one of those relic music to my ear, your ears cards like that guy just picked up. You know, something like that would be something in the future. If I didn't get this stuff, I'd be like, oh, that'd be cool, I'd like to add that. So I got that. And so one of the other different things that I didn't know Allen Ginter had was in the what do they call it? I don't think it's the top tech. Maybe it is, but it's those acetate cards. I think from 2021, yeah, pretty sure it's 2021 or 2020. So those are like those plastic kind of see-through cards. Like you'll get these other archive signature things, but some of those were Allen Ginter style, 2006 Allen Ginter versions, and most of those are going for $70, over $100 easy. I didn't see an Andre Dawson, but there was one on sale, and they're all autographed, you know, just like the archive signature series. They're just those acetate cards, and so of course they're going to be more expensive, but they're super cool. I never knew about them, so I did find one for like 20 bucks. It's not the biggest name, but I don't care. It's not about the name unless it was Andre Dawson. And so I ordered one of those today, and then I ordered a couple of the short print cards from the 2006 Allen Ginter. Some of the, you know, I don't want to call it a reprint, but some of the guys that were in the original Allen Ginter baseball card, a 9 or 10 player set. And so like I think I got Montgomery Ward and maybe the Cap Hansen. One's full size, one's a mini. So I ordered some of that stuff today. And so it's just funny, you know, now I have to wait on that Danica card, and I wanted to kind of gloat, send the guy a message, because I'm like, see, dude, I'm kind of being a jerk. Like, didn't even like make a counter offer or something like, hey, this is what I'm really looking for, so are you willing to pay that? But no, I'll just keep my mouth shut so nothing happens to my card. And yep, gonna be glad to add that. Now I gotta keep my eyes peeled for Angie back for her. Oh yeah, I did order. I couldn't find any other sell sheets because I was looking for like that 2010 that came with that Tommy Bahama card that was exclusive to that sell sheet. But I was like, oh yeah, I still need to get that like Keith Olbermann write-up about the original 2006 Allen Ginter, and it has the full checklist on the back. It was like a folded up piece of paper that they put at the top, you know, like your box loader would be when you open the hobby box. And so I seen one of those for sale today, so they were asking a lot of money, I think, for it, but less than this other person was asking. So I made them an offer that was something I would be willing to pay, but don't feel like I'm overpaying. I'm probably overpaying a bit, but it's what I'm willing to pay, and it was like $6 cheaper than what he was asking, something like that. So alright, so we got ourselves this here's my 8 packs of blasters. Maybe I'll save the other 2 that I picked up and do some more pack wars with my wife tomorrow. But let's see if we can get anything out of here. Another talented card that I need, or maybe we'll finally get that known number, or maybe even a Brooklyn back. So I know I got to cut my nails. Been busy working overtime, so I'll get around that tomorrow. All right, everybody. So that was a long-winded talk. Sorry, my voice is a little out of it right now. I'm gonna take a drink. Bob's Burgers just came out. Dag nabbit. That's the one where he cuts his finger. So, all right. Once again, everybody, thank you if you eventually are watching this. All right, so, now I'm basically only going to get repeats unless I come across a few short prints here and there. I think I've pretty much got enough to make like 3 sets of these, minus some of the short prints maybe. So it should be back to autofocus. So here we go. All right, so we got Bentliff, DL Hall, the rookie card, number 2. So Willie Mays number 1, he's number 2. Orioles got bounced from the playoffs, but God, they got a lot of rookies and a good future, hopefully. Daly and Levi's. And a Fun in the Sun that happens to be upside down for some reason. And the paddle boarding. So if you're interested, there you go. Centering looks pretty okay. Maybe a little wider on the left on some of these, but they're just base cards, no big deal. It looks like I might have got a RDV. Yes. Alright, Josh Jung. So that is a new one, so we haven't got that yet. And that's from your Texas Rangers going on to the American League Championship Series up against Houston. So now that Baltimore's been bounced out of the playoffs, this is the team I'm going for. Then I guess Arizona would be next. Then Philadelphia, and anyone but Houston. So, all right. Sorry if you're an Astros fan, but even if it weren't for the whole cheating thing back in the day, I just tired of the Astros being good. That's why it's kind of fun to see the Dodgers get knocked out. Grew up in Albuquerque, and it was always it used to be a Dodgers farm team when I grew up, and so you had all these Dodger fans out there, and me being a Cub fan, I was never a big Dodgers fan. So, but I'm glad that you guys are all love the team that you like, because I love baseball, and we need other teams to play, and it's a game, so we can have fun ribbing each other about it. You can rib me on the Cubs, I can rib you about the Cardinals or the Yankees or whoever it is you like, or just in good fun, the Giants, whatever. So if I'm taking shots at another team, it's just in good competition fun. But I'm glad all these teams are around. Although I wouldn't mind if the White Sox went somewhere else. 101. Ventos rookie. Prado. Oh man, guys. The wife's not here to say hi or anything like that to all you guys, but as we know, she would have forgot all about us if she was around to see this. Because we got Frank Thomas, the big hurt. Oh, you mean the big hunk. Yep. She'll like it too. She pulled 2 Andre Dawsons out of the blaster last night. So I was a little jealous that she got to pull them, but I'm glad she did. but she got the regular and the high number. So that was cool. It's funny how she just was able to hide her knowing that I would be excited about it for so long, because I would talk for like 5 minutes before I ever got to her pack, and then boom, both times. Alright, we got the GOAT, Babe Ruth. So there you go, Yankee fans. I'm throwing some props at you, not just shade. And that is the high number, 372. So that's cool. Gotta love Babe Ruth. And then this Willie Stargell again. And the mini is going to be one of these Wonders of the World. The World of Wonder. So that's cool. I don't know how to say that. Papa Namukukea Marine National Monument. So that's a new one. Could add that to the little binder. I have a little section of these. Alright, let's get a little focus here. Come on. Usually once it gets it, then I'll click right back into space. Let's try the back. There you go. The Hawaiian Archipelago. So that's cool. That's a new one. Neat. So definitely got one card that we didn't have before. Bob's Burgers on, like I said. Him and Linda. I love this show. It's so funny. You gotta see it. Let's check out the movie. It's on Hulu. And all the seasons and all the episodes are on Hulu too. It's an awesome show. Super funny. The movie is really good too. But I'd suggest that you probably watch the episodes. Not all of them. You don't have to watch all of them, but get a little sense of what's going on. You don't need to see the episodes, but just to kind of get some character development. Watch some of the first season and then skip to some of the later seasons, just so you can see how they've kind of evolved over time, even the animation. Sandoval. Alright, Beatty again. I don't know, what do you think? You think we might get a relic or something out of this one? Not this pack, but this blaster or any of these. They've been pretty bad this year. Now the kids are running a illegal casino in the basement. That's funny. Herrera rookie. Crone. Guess you gotta always check these. Make sure you don't get a because they're a little smooth. Just always keep your eyes peeled. You may have a 1-on-1 and not even know it with the glossy. And the music to your ears, a pipa. So that's new too. I don't think I've had that one yet. Chinese loop. Alright. And the mini is going to be alright. So this is a good one to get a mini. So, Wembanyama. So I think he's one of the prospects in basketball. Draft picks are highly touted, #1 talent for the U.S. Pro Draft. Alright. So it's in a mini, so that's good. Because that's my other thing, if I didn't mention, I love Allen Ginters, and other than just the overall throwback of Allen Ginter's. I love tobacco minis. That's my thing. So we finally got that in a mini, which we didn't have before. Alright, let's move on to this one. I don't want to see the back card because that's the insert. So looking for the Talented right now. That's kind of what I'm hoping to get those last 4 cards that I need. I know I need the Bald Eagle. That's the only one for sure that I know what it is. And then the other 3, I'm not too sure what they are, but we'll know when we come across it. I could look it up, but Grosjean's rookie card. I believe I've gotten 4 mini framed autographs out of the hobby boxes. So I think all 4 hobby boxes that I bought, I've gotten an autograph card. But I'm not sure where one of them is right now. I have the other 3 near and dear to me here. Alright, Van Kirk. A little too much going on in that shirt for the image. But still. And you guys know I like this card. This is If the Big Hurt is the Big Hunk for my wife. And then I love this one because it's Bender the Offender from Futurama. John DiMaggio, voice actor. Riley. See, these are the kind of things I like about Allen Ginter. Even if it's not even just some weird or odd or short or, you know, hard to pull insert set or hit or something like that. Like one of those presidential pins or something. Something like this is like, oh yeah, I got to get that card. You know, if this was 10 years in the future. Because I'm like, hey, that's Bender. You know, I'd have to get that, just like you might get Bob Odenkirk if you're a Breaking Bad fan, or Better Call Saul, or, you know, something like that. That one's off center, but I got about 6 or 7 of these at least. And a Riley Austin. That's 394. So there's a high number, short print. And I got an A&G back, so maybe it's a no number. And it is a Acuna Jr. Sweet. So that's a big one. That's a really good looking card too. Look at the color pop, the purple with that dark blue and his uniform. The red matching that A&G. And we've talked about how the minis have more intense color in this filler color, I guess. It's an A&G back. Could it be no numbered to 50? Nope. Number 37, but it's going to be your MVP, almost 100%. And so, good year to have this one. And I've got quite a few Allen Ginter rookie cards of him too, and I got an autograph of him out of Archive Signature Series last year. I think it's like numbered to 14. And a good Donnie Baseball, 1987, Andre Dawson's MVP year. Alright. Let's see, I want to move these a little further out of the way so it doesn't interfere with this autofocus. I hope everything looks good to you guys with my new little liner here. Alright. I'm going to open this and not look at it. I'm looking away. You guys might see that I don't. It's funny how different my uppityness and talking is when my wife's around. It's like she gives me the energy or the juice I need to be more entertaining. And as of right now, I'm just kind of quiet. And then you'll hear these different sounds, like it'll be like kind of fuzzy sounding, and then it's like all cleared up. That's because the air conditioner just popped on, and when it pops off, it's like I'll be watching it and I was like, oh my god, wow, that sounds so different. Professional wiffle ball player, Libertor rookie. We got so many rookies in Allen Ginter this year. Langoliers rookie. of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Alright, we got a talented card coming up. What could it be? As it flies in the screen, I'm not looking at, you guys can see. I'm looking off to the side, and eyes are closed, open. Harrier, yes, I think I need this. I believe I need this. We will soon find out. Wow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. That's the last thing you see. Next thing you know, you're being regurgitated to some chicks up at a nest. I might have the other Harrier. There might be like the Hawk Harrier. And this one's the plain Harrier. I don't know what the difference is, but let's find out what we can about this here bird. Who's talented. It's funny. Oh, Allen Ginter, gotta love it. You either get it or you don't, I guess. And when you get it, you can enjoy yourself and have fun with this kind of stuff, which most other people think like, what is this? I want a baseball card. Well, it's not a baseball card set. Sorry. Also known as the marsh hawk for one of its preferred habitats. The Harrier has an owl-shaped face with hooked bill. The owl resemblance continues with a ruff of feathers around the Harrier's face, neck that acts as a radar dish to amplify its hearing. When breeding, the male performs an elaborate sky dance of U-shaped barrels rolls to court females. Oh, he's a lover. I guess that would be a predator too for like bugs and worms and stuff. Looks like a little sparrow. I have a video, there was like a hawk that landed on top of our apartment building at our old place. And that sucker was big, man, and he used to go after those pigeons. And I don't know, the little lovebirds that would also hang around there. It was a big boy. He was a pretty vicious guy. I guess I can kind of see the owl thing going there. Yeah, I think we need that. Alright, mini time. Black bordered R.I. Richardson. So the other football. So got a basketball player in the mini that we are kind of one of the chase. And then this guy, he's one of the other chases, I think. That's black border, and that centering looks pretty darn good. So that could be a real winner right there. Whoop. That was a real winner right there. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen over here on my computer because I'm trying to see if it looks good for you guys instead of just looking at the card. Alright, Anthony Richardson. Alright, you can pause that and read that for yourself because I take too long. Still got 3 packs to go, so maybe I should move it along, right? Alright, so we got the Pena. Oh, gotta get my mini. This pack felt a little thick, so I don't know what's going on here. Jeremy Pena. 122. Freeman rookie. 33. Wow. Really? 122 and 133. Okay, I thought it was 132 and 133. As you can see, Bo Jackson here. So rub my eye wearing these reading glasses, and it's not good for. It's good from like here to the card, but then you add the extra foot between. It's about 1.5 feet from this card to my computer screen over here, and so that it's hard to see those. It's hard to see the screen from this distance with these glasses. Excuses, excuses. King Griffey Jr., that might be the high number. Yep, 351. So that would be the beginning of the super short print run. I think that's a new one for me. And this Jimmy Rollins, I do. Yeah, I think this insert set's just slightly thicker. I don't know. Or maybe it's just, I don't know, it just feels a bit different. Maybe it's just a difference in the extra ink. But that's cool. King Griffey Jr., that's pretty good. So nothing yet. And Steve Garvey. It's a really good looking card. Centering looks good on that. God, these minis are just beautiful this year. And that is a short print, 318. So you want to see his stats? Come on. You can do it. Focus. There we go. 2,599 hits. With a 294 batting average. Yeah, I mean, he could be consideration. I don't remember what position he played. Was he like second base or... Yeah, I think second base or shortstop. Oh, maybe. I could see him getting in. I wouldn't be mad if he did. Okie dokie. Come on, give us something new. Alright. Hermsey again. Got the hotbox version of this coming in the mail. That might be one of the ones getting tomorrow or the day after. Or I guess Monday. Cool card in the hotbox. Moreno rookie card. Schwartz. Well, I don't think I've seen this, but maybe once. So, haven't come across this. Who is he? TV personality. Blah, blah, blah. Vanderpump Rules. Something, something, yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen it like once. Zoo. Oh, it's weird. They're putting all these Fun in the Suns upside down. I don't know why. Alright. A mini and one pack to go. Uh-oh. Ooh, the card's about to fall off the table. Bear with me. Holy smoke. Almost lost a whole stack of cards. And we've got the World of Wonder Bombardor Indonesia. So that's a new one. Haven't got that card yet, so that's cool. Unless I see in the video that I had it before and just don't remember, but I don't remember this. So there you go, cool. So we did get some new stuff. Last pack. That's usually in the past, the pack that would have had the hit was that last one. But the blasters have not been any better this year. As bad as last year, or perhaps even worse if it weren't for the filigree. You know, I would say that it's equally as bad as last year, except that you do get a filigree every now and then. So that kind of sucks. I was hoping Topps would kind of load up the Allen Ginter blasters this year, but they didn't. Not by my experience. I've had over 10 of them now, so. Alright, Sosa. A green. Did some jokes about him before, mostly because he's green. A rookie, if you get it, haha. Alright, come on, Top, shut me up. Give me something good. Corbin Burns, rookie. No, not a rookie. Brian Wilson. It's a cool card if you're a fan of him. And George Springer, oh boy. Alright, we got an Allen Ginter back at least, so at least we have the chance that it could be a no number. And could it be a big poppy no number? That would be a good one to get. Look at that centering is pretty, it's okay. A little light on this side compared to that. But, nope, it's numbered. But still, that's a cool card. Gotta love A&G backs. Alright, well, so that didn't quite work out so great. Alright, let's take a quick look at some of these cards here. Alright, so today, since I did win that Danica Patrick mini black border today, let's give you a show. There's the Danica Patrick base, 2006. And just like the cover of the blasters and the sell sheet and all that, once I saw this card, I was like, oh my god, I gotta get this stuff. I mean, not only, you know, it was this old-fashioned design, but I mean, who wasn't like digging on her back then? And yeah, it's a beautiful card. This is the first one of her I ever got, was this full-size one, which of course made me want to get more and more and more, so that obviously I was trying for this other card. But one of the other things I had to keep doing until I got it was to get this, the mini Danica Patrick short print number 305 mini. So these are the only two of her that I had for Allen Ginter for like 17 years. I mean, I've seen a few at the shops, but I was like, I didn't need to pay $30 for it or whatever they were asking because I already had it. Maybe if they were selling another mini, I might have. But I come across a couple of these over the last like 17 years in person. I'm not talking like eBay. I'm more of a hunter than just a, I used, you know, I guess I've been just buying now lately because it's hard to get the old stuff. But for years I would, you know, keep my eyes peeled when I went to a shop or a show or anything like that, and if I seen the full-size one, unless it was like a steal, I've only seen it a few times, so I didn't need to get a full-size one again. I mean, I'd take 100 of them if you gave them to me, or if I was going to be spending like $20 or more, but I would always rather have the mini. And like I said, I never came across any of the other minis. But so since this is the card I was super digging on, and I had the sell sheet right off the bat because the guy gave it to me at the old Bubba's bullpen in Albuquerque, and so that's when I knew that she actually had a mini framed autograph card. And of course the internet was around back then, so I could actually see it eventually when somebody posted it. And so that became the card that I wanted. And that's been my go-to: Chase, White Whale, my Mantle, my Jordan, my Cobb, my Wagner, Is she worth as much as those? No, but they're pretty expensive. And I got this for the prices of what they were going for about 6 or 7 years ago. They were still pretty expensive, but now they're over $1,000 usually. And but I got one, nobody else bid on it, and it was the same exact thing that happened today. I mean, I didn't make any offers, it wasn't one of those deals, but it was, nobody else had bid on it. And there was another guy selling a graded one for $1,700, and it wasn't even a 10. I think it's a 9. So if you're looking for this card, I mean, there's guys got a graded one out there that's selling it, but I saw this. I guess apparently the other people were looking for it, didn't notice. I waited, put a bid in at the last second, and won it for what the starting bid was going to be. And I finally got my white whale card. My only disappointment is that I didn't pull it myself. But like I've talked about 100 times, you just can't get this old stuff anymore. And if you do, it's a couple, $3,000-$4,000 for like a hobby. And back then you were only guaranteed 2 hits per hobby box, and like Allen Ginter, you know, maybe back then it wasn't as bad as now, but you were probably going to get if you got 10 hobby boxes, just in theory you'd probably get 3 or 4 autographs. Nowadays you'll get like 2. So there's a low chance that you would ever get this one. But I got my white whale card. 2006 Danica Patrick mini framed autograph. And one of the reasons I wanted to show you guys today was because I did finally take it out of that eBay authentication pack that they put them in to put in this top loader to go with the others of this little harem I have of her. And so I got to actually touch it and take a good look at it with the magnifying glass, and you know, check out the sticker and the whole hologram and all that, and look at the ink pretty good. So this video is starting to get a little long, so I'm not going to take it out of here right now. So maybe in the next video or two, you know, I'll take it out of this top loader and I mean this on one touch and give you a better view. But there it is. So right now that's my 2006, and I will be having the black border coming in here. So now I'll have another one. Then I need the A&G back and any of the other stuff I can find. I'm pretty sure that one dude had at least one of the printing plates that was on a video from way back when these came out. So I don't know. I've never seen a printing plate come up. But so there's those. And the thing that since I never thought I would get this card, because I mean I've been looking for 18 years. And I never thought I would get this card. And if I ever saw it, it was going to be out of my price range, like that graded $1,700 one that I'm talking about. You know, even if I could afford that, which maybe I could, I don't think I would ever pull the trigger on something that expensive that's this new. I mean, it seems old to me because it's been so long, and that is a long time. But, you know, I can see paying $1,700 maybe for like a Ty Cobb T206 or Cracker Jack or something like that, you know. But yeah, then of course I started regretting not getting it when it was still $400 or $500, because then it got to be like $699 for a while there. And I was like, I don't know if I could pull the trigger on something that expensive. But then I finally found it for even less than that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting it. They're, you know, it's like a once in a lifetime kind of thing. I mean, so maybe I'll have another something like this that I'll be looking for the next 15 years. And so it's not like I'm like pulling the trigger on something like this every year or every month or something like that. So I'm a collector, I'm not a seller, and I don't really care about grading. I mean, I care about condition, obviously, but I'm not like out to get them graded and make a profit or something like that. I just want to enjoy this card while it's in my possession until somebody down the road gets this card. You know, I'm probably not going to sell it unless I ever get desperate for money for some reason. But, you know, someday we all die, and so maybe this will go into somebody else's hand. But in the meantime, I'm its caretaker for now. And I love this card. But, so that's why I decided to just go ahead and do it, because it's not like an everyday thing. Now, my reasoning for the one before this was pretty similar, but mostly as well, I'll probably never get this card, so I gotta get the next best thing, because I've been hunting her even in like Press Pass and Panini and stuff like that, and still was never able to pull an autograph of her even out of that stuff. I know she was in Goodwood Champions a couple years later, I believe, too. That would be cool, but still, this is the beginning. So, actually, a couple months ago, I went ahead and pulled the trigger on the 10th anniversary, just because I figured that's as close as I'd ever get. And I love this card. It's a great one to have, and it just adds to my little collection of her. But, you know, you can't beat the original. I love this card. It's awesome, and I'm going to keep it. But, you know, you got to go with your first love, right? But those are just spectacular. So you can see this one was made in 2015. The 2013 design. And this is actually number 6 of 10. And this is 1 of 100. They're just not numbered. But this is also 1 of 100. But there's 10 of each year's design. So this is 6 of the 10 2013 designs. But there was only 100 of these. 100 2015. 10th anniversary versions. There's 100 of these 2006 mini frames, and then the 2006 1 of 1 autographed postcard. So as far as I know, she's got 201 Allen Ginter autographs for these first 18 years or whatever. So there you have it. That's my white whale. Real quick, here's the 3 of the 4 autographs I got in 2023. So I got this Nims, Gorilla Nims, who's a rapper. I like these. I love mini framed autographs, and I like them this year. I'm not a huge fan of the card. You know, this, at first when I saw it on video, I was like, ah, it's pretty cool. I really like the logo, like the medallion down here, but I'm kind of, I don't know, like, it's not my favorite. And I also got the Stowers, another Baltimore rookie, and I got his autograph. That's the first one we pulled out of the first hobby box. The Kyle Stowers. And the Peguero for the Pirates out there. And I can't remember which. I know the other one's a rookie as well, I believe. I think he's one of the guys that came over from Japan. But not 100% sure, so it's probably in one of the other videos. And then I was telling you about some of the odd, different kind of Allen Ginters, kind of what I'm chasing. So this is that die cut from the National Card Convention in 2015, I believe. That's why it's an X die cut design. That's supposed to be like the 10th anniversary, so X being 10. And so then I found out that they had autograph versions of this from that convention, and it's numbered. They all have different numbers for whatever set they had of these different players, and they're sticker autographs, which is kind of odd for Allen Ginter, because they're usually on card. So that was something different that I needed, and that's what I'm kind of going for with Allen Ginter. And here's another one of those kind of odd things that they did in 2013, which is funny because even though that's a 2015 card, but it's done in the 2013 design that was printed in 2015, signed by her then, but it's the 2013 design. And here's the 2013, an actual 2013 mini framed autograph, hand numbered red autograph. So they had a whole set of these, they had like these regular, if this, you know, they had like the regular autographs in 2013, you know, just like the regular ones they have this year. And then they have the other short printed ones, you know, like the red border, the black border, the numbered frame, and like the different colored ink. But they had a whole set of these red ink ones that they did, which was separate from the short print versions of their normal one. And so I don't know why they did that year, but it's cool. So here was another different one that they had from one of the years, and I was like, oh, I want to get one of those. And I got one, so I didn't really care who it was. I picked the least expensive one just to check off my list. And so anyways, there you go. So, small recap. There's my Danica Patrick stuff, my odd Allen Ginter stuff, like this, and this. And this one's National Convention. Got Big Poppy, Angie, this one, Steve Garvey, this dude, Mini Black, the Bird, the Harrier, Acuna Jr., Angie back. No gold border this one, this time around. But we got this dude who I believe is one of the chases as well. Mini, just plain back. Another different one, this Hawaiian National Monument. And a new rookie design variant, Josh Jung. Hey everybody, I guess I'll wrap it up. It's just about a little over an hour. And maybe I'll do one more blaster box, but I'll end this video and move on to that, okay? Hey everybody, thanks for watching Rob at Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Once again, here's a little throwback from about a month ago. You could have seen a lot more of this on those videos I lost. But hey, alright, I'm going to get off here. I'll finish watching this episode of Bob's Burgers, and then maybe I'll do another break. And thanks for watching. Rob out.